Okay, so welcome to some more MX versus ATV Supercross Encore, but this time, today, we're going to play it on the Xbox One. The game just released July 15th, and here it is. Now, I did not go out and buy an Xbox One or anything. I'm actually borrowing my little nephew's. He wasn't super happy about it, but he was willing to do it, so big thanks to him, so we didn't have to go buy one. And mainly what I wanted to do was check out Squall Valley. You can't really call it DLC because it's just in the base game for the Xbox One, guys. Kind of a little... here you go because we made you wait forever to get the game. So I think that's kind of nice, but I'll touch on that, talk about the Squall Valley addition to the game a little bit later in the video. Right now it's just exclusive to the Xbox One. If that's the way it stays is yet to be seen. We might get it on other platforms. I'm not really sure. But like I said, I'll talk about that a little bit later. Mainly what I want to do now is go over the two nationals, the two Supercross tracks, and just the Freeride map in general. And I did buy the YZF450 skin because if you do that, you don't have to, you can upgrade it right away. And I've played through the career, I don't know how many times, on the 360, the PS4, the PC. I'm tired of playing through the career. I'm just tired of it. So I bought this so we could get started earlier. And I think we're going to jump in with the nationals and then hit the Supercross tracks. Okay, so welcome to Squall Valley. We are in Freeride. I was going to do individual races, but I decided to just do Freeride and go exploring. Hit the tracks as we find them. Now, Nerve Damage, I believe, is the first one out of the two nationals. It's also my favorite out of the two. It flows really good. It's pretty easy. You find it pretty much right away when you spawn in if you go straight. There's some pretty big lines here. I've only done one lap on each track, so I don't really have them memorized. I just kind of wanted to show them to you so you get an idea of what they're like and see if it's worth picking up for you. Pretty big line here right off the start gate. Into a little double. Another big line here. Came up a little short, but that's alright, not that bad. I don't think it's really worth preloading here. I don't know. Like I said, minimal time, so I'm not preloading through that. Overjumped a little, but I think we'll be okay. We can jump all the way down. We missed that. Probably could have got a better line through there. I'm not really sure what the fastest timing is. We kind of overjumped and messed ourselves up for the rest of it. Guess you need a preload there. No preload. No preload. And no preload. Oh, we get a little crazy. So that's basically one lap. I mean, it's a pretty easy track. Our lines weren't great, I know that. Like I said, just ran one lap on it, but it flows really good. I feel like there's a couple spots where I'm not really sure if I do want to, you know, preload or no preload. I think parts of the track benefit from it and parts of it don't. So that's why I think it has a good flow where there's a combination of when you do and don't have to. I think it works really good. So this is the one I prefer first over, I think it's Jackknife. So we'll go see if we can find Jackknife and go from there. Alright, so here we are. This is Jackknife. This is the second national. It took me a while to find, but here we are. It's quite a bit different actually. It's quite a bit different. I struggle here. I have one lap on it to try and get a general idea of what it's doing. I'll try and stay on the track at least and go from there. There's a pretty big line here. You can hit off the start gate. Try and get it. Then that's a little too much. I would say maybe you don't want to jump quite that far down, but you can jump back down that hill then, which is kind of cool, into some of these little S turns. and you go back up this super gnarly hill. There's like 3 of these on this track, which is really cool. I like what they're doing with this. into a triple double, into 2 other super easy doubles. Into this section, which I'm messing this up because I can't clear this next jump here. I think I'm getting a really bad drive out of that corner. Another little gnarly hill into another one. Really rough hills here. You could probably get some kind of weird preload to get through that faster. I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. And then this section's really cool. Reminds me of like Pine Top from Reflex. Jumping all the way back down like that, that's so cool. Spin out a little bit, but that's alright. You can jump all the way down and then hit this double. Pretty easy triple here. Into this, which I think you can jump. Yeah, you can jump all the way back down. Ooh, get a little out of control too. And I always do that. I always jump off the track and like land on that wall there. At least we didn't crash though. And I think that's about gonna do 1 lap for this track here. Come up a little short, and then you have a little double there to finish out, which we do crash on, so we end on a crash, but that's alright. So that is... what is this one? Jackknife, right? I don't know. Now I gotta go check. I'm pretty sure this is Jackknife, because this is the start straight. Yeah, Jackknife. Jackknife. I really like the track. It's kind of cool. I still prefer the nerve damage because I think it flows better, but that's because I don't have a lot of time on these. So maybe if I put more time on Jackknife, which I won't because my nephew's going to want his Xbox back, but if I could, maybe I'd like Jackknife better. Let me know in the comments which one you like better, but I think right now we're going to jump over to the Supercross tracks. Okay, so here's one of the Supercross tracks. It's not too tough. We'll try and get some decent laps. I probably will goon it a little bit because I just ran the lap right before starting this part of the video. I don't even know what the Supercross tracks are called. If you want to know, I'll try and figure it out and let you know at the end of the video, but we'll do this one, then we'll go find the other one. Pretty big line there. Section of rollers into a triple up here. You can't really count that a quad. Small section of whoops here. Into a step on, step off. Kind of messed that back half of that lineup, but oh well. That line works pretty decent. Little triple. Kind of a strange line there, but I think it would work in a race actually. Kind of gooned it there. And then that's basically 1 lap, I think. Yeah, and this would be the finish line, so not the prettiest. We gooned that one section, but when you're jumping across those corners, I'm almost 100% sure that would work in a race. You know, I don't think we're cutting the track, actually. Obviously, there's different timings you could do. That's just kind of the one I did the last lap before this one. This was my 2nd lap on the track. So that's the best I got for you. We'll go find the other Supercross track and see if it's any better. Okay, so I basically drove around the entire map trying to find the 2nd Supercross track. When I came to it, I saw this section of whoops, and I was like, oh, that's the same section of whoops we already did. But the wind turbines are different, so this is the right track. Again, I'm not sure what it's called because I haven't checked yet. I'll try and let you know at the end of the video. This track, I think, is much shorter and easier. I don't know if it's shorter, but it feels a lot easier than the last one. So I'll try and get as always, I will try and get a decent lap in. Don't roast me too hard if I goon it, but I'm gonna try. There's 2 sections. Like I said, I did one, or not even say it, but I did 1 lap before doing this part of the video again. So try and get a lap in and hit some of the better lines. Come up a little short right away. That's always a good way to start. Like that line. Here's that section of whoops I was talking about, like little tiny ones. Cool section of tables there. You can triple that, or have that single in the corner, not triple, but I don't know if it's worth it. A little triple here. And I think that's a lap. So really short track. Why don't we do another one? Really short track. A lot shorter than the second one. It's the first one. So again, I like the first one better than the second one. Try and get that line again into the teeny tiny whoops. This is a cool section though. I like this. Ooh, that was goony. There was that goon moment. Still got that good. Little short. Big short. Turn them into whoops. And there's the finish line again. So, I mean, there's potential for better lines than what I was doing, of course. There always is. But you can kind of get an idea of what you would do here. So, you know what? Let's just take that and go right into free roaming a little bit. I'm just going to kind of drive around, give you an idea of what the free ride map's like. It's really cool, and there is... I mean, it'd be tough. Someone would have to go around and count them. But I'm guessing there's got to be close to 100 freestyle ramps. They're just everywhere. They're everywhere. And they're positioned in really cool spots, you know, where you could really air it out, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool. And they're like, this one's kind of set up for a step up. A huge step up, which is really awesome. Almost like a triple step up. Really cool. You know, maybe we'll hit some of those. I don't know. Mainly I just kind of want to drive around and show you what it's like. There's a main road that kind of goes around everything that would take you kind of to the tracks. You can go up on the hills. Like over here, there's a lot of spots kind of... Let's see if we can find it. Where is it? Like up here. It's like almost like hill climbs. I mean, I know like Reflex, I forget what the free ride map was like. Had it too, but this one's even more so like that than the other free ride maps that are in this game. Well, this is a little bit different. This isn't what I mean. There's a few spots that I saw. Not this. There's a few spots where you can tell it's like a distinct trail that they detailed into the map. And I don't know. It's really cool. It's in the more elevated areas, I guess. Maybe we'll come across it. But it's a big map. It's... I don't know if it's bigger than Alive, or not Alive, than Devil's Playground. I feel like it's definitely bigger than the Quarry. It's not as big, because I didn't make that claim, as Copper Canyon. Let's go check this out. I think Copper Canyon is still a bigger world than this one, but I like this one better than Copper Canyon. I really do. I love the tracks. I love them all. I mean, I prefer the one Supercross track and the one motocross track over the other two, but they're both really good, and I think you could have a lot of fun. On top of that fact that they're raceable tracks, not just free ride, I think that's really cool. This is freaking awesome. It's like mesmerizing driving down it almost. You can launch out of here, you know, you can definitely launch out of the side of it. But that's really cool. There's like these little bridges that go across it. The environment itself is really well done. I think this is a super... Where does this one even go? Oh, it does curve. I think it veers a little bit. So you probably launch. So they did strategically place a lot of these. You know, you're gonna launch and have some kind of landing over here. Actually, you're probably gonna land on the backside of this ramp. So really, really cool. And like I said, there's got to be about 100 of them. There has to be. Look, they're freaking everywhere. They're everywhere. You don't go more than a couple seconds without seeing another one for the size of the map and everything. And then here we are back on the main road again. I really don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm kind of rambling on a little bit, but I just kind of want to drive around and show you. I don't really need to throw the tricks or anything. I just want to show you what it's like, you know, and then you can have an idea. Here, actually, this is Jackknife. So here we are, we're back. How did you get out of control? You do a lot more scary things than that in this game. Don't get out of control. But it's really cool. It's really cool. Now, to wrap this up, I know you probably wanted me to go see some other things in here if you don't have this, but it's cool. It's really cool. It's as cool as you probably think it is. If you're on the PS4, which I am, I raised my hand. I'm on the Xbox One right now, but that's just because I'm borrowing my nephews, so I'll have to give it back, and then I won't have this anymore. So I'm trying to enjoy it while I can. As soon as I finish this video, you can bet your butt I'm going to play the heck out of it because I won't be playing it anytime soon. So, to wrap things up, is it good? Is it really cool? If it was a DLC, would I buy it? Would I suggest buying it? Heck yes, I would. You get 2 motocross tracks, 2 nationals, however you want to say it, 2 supercross tracks. You get a pretty darn big free ride map with 100 freestyle ramps. On top of the fact, there's a lot of areas, just like most of them, where you can just jump off anything and throw tricks. But to have these placed in really good spots, you know, where you can throw combinations is really cool. You know, 100, that's crazy. So I think this should suck in the guys that like freestyle. This should suck in the guys that like free ride. This should suck in the guys that like supercross tracks, like motocross tracks. This has an appeal to everything, to everybody. It has waypoint. It has an appeal to everybody. And so I think it's really good. I think it's probably one of the better. I can't call it a DLC because it's not. It comes in the base game for the Xbox One. But if it was a DLC, I'd have to say this is probably one of the better DLCs that they've ever came out with, in my opinion. It's just an opinion. Don't freak out. Don't roast me too hard. If you hate it, you hate it. Hey, that's your opinion. Awesome. But I like it, and I like it a lot, and I think it's really awesome. And you can race the tracks too, because I prefer the tracks more than anything. But this is a cool enough free ride that I would do some free riding in here. You know, if you could get some of your buddies to do some stuff, this would be awesome. This would be better than Copper Canyon. I know a lot of people are unhappy with that, but I think this is even better than Copper Canyon. So, the last thing that I really want to say, I guess, is I am super, super upset. I am angry. I am flat out mad because let's look at it like this. I have no preference to Xbox or PlayStation. I've always only owned PlayStation, or no, I've always only owned Xbox. I had the Xbox 360. I never had the Xbox One. This is my first time ever playing an Xbox One. This is the first time I've ever put the Xbox One controller in my hand, and I really, really like it. I've never had a PlayStation. I bought the PlayStation 4, and I really love that. So I equally love, let's just hit this, like a baby, sorry, like a baby. So I equally, I'm not really thinking, I'm thinking more of what I want to say. What was I saying? I like both systems equally is what I'm trying to say. But let's face it, the Xbox guys got screwed over pretty hard. You know, the PlayStation guys had access to the game for like, what, a year or so? Before PC guys too. Before the Xbox guys did. So you're sure they deserve something. Even you PS4 guys gotta admit, the Xbox guys deserve something for waiting. Patient or impatient, however you want to look at it, they deserve something. But I honestly don't think it's fair to give them exclusive content like this. Because, like I said, don't freak out. I'm not partial to anything. I like both, PlayStation and Xbox equally. And when I know a lot of people say that and they're lying. I mean it. I really like both equally. I'm loving the Xbox One the little bit I'm playing it right now. But I love my PlayStation 4. But I think that's BS that they give the Xbox guys exclusive content when the PlayStation 4 guys are the ones that bought their game and have been sporting their game or complaining. Either way, they bought the game to support the company. Oh, wasn't ready for that. Either way, they bought the game to support the company so that the company could make an Xbox One version of this game. So they punish the PS4 guys and give exclusive content to Xbox. Not fair. I think what they should have done is, hey, fine, give them like, I don't know, give them something, give them a free track pack, give them 2 free track packs. Heck, give them all the track pack DLC for free. I don't care what you do, but do something, because they definitely deserve something. They do. But don't cut out the guys that had your game, bought your game, supported your game, you know, and give Xbox exclusive content like this. I think that's not fair. I really don't. And yes, I'm playing it right now, but I won't have access to it after tonight. So I love the Xbox guys. I love you guys. I love the PS4 guys. I love you guys. I'm not complaining about one console or the other. I just don't think it's fair to give the Xbox guys, oh, that was sick, Xbox guys exclusive content when the PS4 guys are the ones that supported the company so that they could even make an Xbox One version. I think the Xbox guys deserved free content for sure. Something. Track packs, bike skins, whatever. Something. Heck, give them the game for free. I don't really care what you do, but that's just terrible. I think that's a really bad decision by the company to do that. And I guess that's all I have to say about it. So there you go. That's Squall Valley. I kind of rant and raved a little bit there at the end. Again, I love the Xbox guys and PlayStation guys. Don't get me wrong there. But that's we probably went over most of the Freeride map. This video is probably super long. I hope you enjoyed it. This is the only playthrough I'll be doing it on the Xbox One. So if you want Squall Valley, PS4 guys, attention, PS4 guys, if you want Squall Valley on the PlayStation 4 and PC guys, go to MX vs. ATV Supercross Encore's Facebook page. Go to their Facebook page and tell them, hey, I want Squall Valley on the PlayStation 4 and the PC. The more people that do it, the more likely they're going to give it to us as DLC. Tell them I sent you. Tell them Wyndham151 sent you. And say, hey, we want this. We want this on the PS4. Alright? Awesome. Thank you so much for the support in this series. Thanks for checking this out, listening to my long rant. If you're still here, you guys and girls are absolutely amazing as always. And until the next video, take it easy.